Hello everyone and welcome back to that one playthrough of MMORPG Tycoon 2. I am Kyle and we return here to Zavir. Specifically to the wonderful city we started to detail out in the last episode. Got a lot of progress done here. Got a more of a redwood tree as far as the assets go. Looks very similar to a ponderosa pine a little bit to me, which you'll find in red rocky deserty regions that are dry, high altitude climates. Specifically, I'm kind of thinking Western Rockies, Western United States. But I thought it'd be cool to kind of detail it this way, and I think the way I've got it transitioning with all the trees here, so you got sand down in this area, making it the more deserty portion, and then as it moves up this way, we start to get some of the snow ground come in. I made kind of less of the bushy plant life, so that way it felt like the snow was actually covering the ground a little more densely as you come up through this portion. And we might have to do some funky business with the road here because I'm not quite sure I'm enjoying that. But we could always put some pretend steps there on it as scenery goes to make it look more realistic. It took some time, but I did finagle things enough so that I think these things don't really clip through. That still clips through the top there a little bit. I should probably change that still. Hold on. Let's take this this sandstone pylon. And we'll probably have to drop it down just a little deeper. We need to do something about the roof there. Actually, that's kind of clips through. That's about as low as I can go, so it doesn't mess that up, I feel like. I'd like to go like that. I'm okay with the roof exposed, but now it's clipping here. If I go like that, that's clean. That's clean, and this is most definitely not clean. If I shrink it just ever so slightly, and then maybe I move it that direction a little bit. That keeps that, and that is almost okay. Okay, that works. Now we've got some rooftop exposure here. Probably go back up a little bit once I shrunk it, like so. And then that should clear the Zeppelin. So that should be able to get into the port that it connects to here. All right, not exactly how I thought I was going to start this off, but nonetheless, always good to check on those things as they pop up, as we see them, so that we can make modifications and changes. I might, well, I say might, but I will definitely add things to this region as we go. I think it could use a few more of those kind of bridges I've built out, so just kind of making connections between portions across some of the walkways I think adds more texture and depth to the complexity of the city here. So certain portions, like I was just noticing kind of right here, this one to this one could potentially be a connection. There's kind of a tree in the way, but I could always utilize things coming off and connecting to the tree, like the tree is part of the support structure. Might actually be pretty cool. I'll think about that. And then this one right here, which I kind of set myself up for already, will kind of go from this balcony to this pylon, connect to here as well as over here. So we'll get a lot of different transitional bridges going, which will make it more fun, I think. One thing we actually need to start doing is putting in some NPCs. I've got a few in here already, so there's some shopkeepers I put in here, as well as down here, just some kind of guards out on the road. The front gate entrance here has kind of like I figured like a stable almost, maybe rentals for riding some of the topazosaurs that you could use to navigate the deserts. So I got some guys here that are kind of operating this region, maybe like a trade stop as well. But yeah, we need to put in a few more NPCs, and when I say a few more, I probably mean a lot more. Now, part of the problem is I only have $600, so there's no money to go around at the moment, so I'm gonna have to let the game play a little quicker so that we can start to accumulate some cash. And while we're thinking about this, I have my notes out in front of me for all of the people who have been requesting to have a character and or a player named after them. I have really fallen behind on this as far as episode counts go. There's been a lot of requests from probably the last 10 episodes or so that I still haven't gotten around to, so we're going to do a little bit of that today. We're going to check out some players as well, because if we look at our levels here, we can see the number of people who've hit level 2. We actually, during all the building I did over the last episode or so, we did get somebody to level 3. So as soon as that person comes online, I do have them favorited. Their favorite times to be online are between hour 8 and 13 of the day. So if they come online, we'll go follow them around. They are over in Eastwash, last I checked. So we'll check out what they're doing. And it looks like cash is starting to pop up a little bit as we're getting people to either join the game for the first time or have their subscription payments going through. You can see it's very, very crowded in Brightwood, but you know, not too bad through most of the combat areas. Because we've had people level pretty well over the last couple episodes of recording, I am going to turn back on, I believe, the parties. So we'll turn parties back on so people can fight things a little bit easier. Maybe we'll have less deaths. It should increase happiness overall because we do have a socially based game. So people being able to play together, that's going to be a good thing to have. And then maybe after another 2 episodes of recording time, I will convert that back to no parties so that way we get people to level up faster again. Because they'll probably complete a bunch of quests, they just don't turn them in when they're in parties. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up to the maximum speed so I can try and get money just a bit faster again. And I'll probably have to start doing that more because when I build a lot of the plant structures, like either trees or all of the bushes in here, each one of the trees and scenery pieces costs $10, which isn't a lot in the grand scheme of the game, but when you place, you know, thousands of them, it starts to really add up. So we'll let this keep playing because NPCs are a little bit more expensive, and we'll start thinking about where these guys are gonna go. First individual on my list is actually Banana Dino Tail No Arms. You have been a fan of the show for quite some time, I know, and requested a character named after you. I'm not gonna make you a guard or a quest giver. I was thinking maybe more of a boss type of creature. I want to make another enemy type for this area. I know I made the Topazosaurs, but they're more of like, they're very novel in terms of their danger, and I think we'll add something a little bit more extravagant to this area at some point, as well as utilize some of the enemies from other regions. I want to put some kobolds in this zone at some point too. Next on the list is actually Royal C. So Royal C wanted to be either a guard or a quest giver, and since I do not have any quest givers in the entire region of Zephyr, I think it's only right that Royal C, you get to be the first quest giver in this zone. And I think that I will put the first quest giver actually in the first little micro town over here on this end of the... Oh, that looks cool. I like how it's hazy enough that you're like, yeah, you could be really curious about what's going on over there, but you can't actually see the city in detail. You can kind of make out, I guess, portions of the buildings there in the pylons or big rock structures, but yeah, I like how it's a mystery. Like from down here on the street, you would never know. All right, so anyways, first quest giver, and I'm gonna place, let's see, I'm in guard, so I want quest giver. We're gonna make this a fighter of Zephyr, so he's gonna chill out right there for now. And I think what I want to do is have I want to have like not a gateway, but like we'll utilize like a guard tower structure of some sorts. It's actually a bell tower, I don't want that one. We'll use this one for now, and if I can get it to like overhang on this, that would be good. I could go like this, and that way it kind of overhangs the road just slightly. Could utilize this to make kind of a wall. If we make it smaller, and then rotate it. So I don't want to make, well, I don't know if I like the spikes out of it. Maybe you do like a regular wall. Grab. Ah, crap. Ooh. Irreversible terrain. Why is it on irreversible terrain? Is it because it's like too close to the mountain? Is that what it is? Hold on. This wall's too big anyways. Okay, we're gonna do something else. I just feel like this is too spiky. Maybe if I go 0.4, make it really small. I don't know if I need it. I don't know if I like the aesthetic of it being so spiky, but we'll go like this for now. Yeah, let's go like that. Put another one kind of next to it a little bit. Where'd it go? There it is. Maybe a slight rotation like that, and like that, and then maybe like a little opening And then put like a smaller version of one of these. How big is that compared to you? Oh, that's pretty good actually. So we'll kind of go like, actually put one there and then put two kind of like this. That way when you first open up here, it's like you got a funnel one way or the other. So it's creating a potential defensive situation here. Oh, and then I've got an idea. Let's see, let's put it inside of here. Oh, wrong button. We're gonna kind of go kind of like that. Can try and hide portions of it maybe a little more. We'll shift it around a little bit. And maybe, ooh, should I do another one? Kind of go sort of like that. This wasn't even really what I had planned for today. I just kind of freeballing it at the moment. Nope. Gonna rotate slightly. So, and then see how far we can go out. Yeah, that's good. And we'll kind of make like a ladder situation up here so that there's kind of like a I don't know, like a checkpoint of sorts. Like when you're walking through here, you got to have your passports present, sort of thing. And we're gonna put our quest giver here for now. So hopefully players will kind of see this guy right when they come in. We can always direct people here via another quest in Eastwash, I guess. All right, so this is not unhappy Abul or Abul. All right, Royal C, I know you're just Royal and then the letter C, but we're just gonna say C as in like CI because I don't know what your last name is, but we're gonna utilize the C and you're gonna be C, Royal C, as in you know, oh not Cisa, too many buttons. There we go, Royal C. There you go, Royal C, the quest giver. Let's add in our first quest here. I think it's probably only right to have him send people to the inn. So gonna go to, I think is this the inn? Yes, that is the inn. Perfect. Okay, so he's gonna take people to the inn to start with. I don't really know what to call this one. It's a very generic quest. I'm just gonna call this papers validated. As in like you cross the border effectively, efficiently, you're allowed to be here. Go ahead and check in at the inn. They'll process more of your information after that point. That's a lot of experience. That's. I know this is a new zone, but this is a level 4 zone. I don't know how much experience is required to go from level 3 to, oh, it says down here. Total 4,000 of 56,000. Holy macaroni and cheese. We'll say 500 for this. He's not gonna give you any gold either. That's just not a thing. And then Royal C. Ooh, he's sending people way the heck over there. Ooh, that gives me an idea actually. But I do need people to get over there at some point. But maybe he should have people do something in town. Was there anything else here as a blacksmith? Yeah, let's have him send people to the blacksmith to start with. We'll say he's not really sending people here as much as he's like suggesting they upgrade. So maybe he tells them like, hey, if you need any help with your equipment after a long trip through the dangers of Eastwash, you can go check out the blacksmith locally here. So we'll say check out the smith. We'll add another quest down here. Locate the town council. Actually, that is sort of what I was going for. I was gonna say go over to this building. This is the building we said was the capital building. So go to Jladir Capital, and we're gonna say speak to the guild master, because in Jladir here I'm gonna make a couple of guilds that are gonna kind of run the show here. Let's make sure we don't give away tons of experience for just telling people to go places or give them money for free. Do that. I didn't want to do. No, I don't want to have another one because I want them to do this and not return to him, so they can kind of be done with him. If we add anything else in on his quest lines, we'll sneak it in before speak to the guild master. All right, so now we have a little bit of a entrance into a segue. That's the word I'm looking for, a segue. So what people kind of come in here, we'll detail this out a little bit more. Needs some work, but we have an entry point. We have a quest giver in Jladir, so people will start to get level 4 experience. All right, something else I actually noticed while I was experimenting with some more, well, not experimenting as much as I was just trying to figure out cause and effect. If I take a player, let's go find an unlucky individual. You guys are happily killing a skeleton. Are you in a party? You're not in a party. You're coming with me. His name is Idiot, and idiot he shall be. He shall be my test idiot to see how well this works. Okay, so first things first, if I dump him right here, put my idiot on the ground. It's funny, because his name is Idiot. I could not have planned this any better. But put Idiot on the ground, and I have him selected. I have the option enabled in the main options that makes it so that I can see a player's like walking path, which is good for a number of reasons. One, if I can see their walking path, then I can decipher, in this case, if I put him here, what's going to be the fastest route between 2 points is what the player is going to take. So as soon as Idiot is done socializing, he will probably try to return to Brightwood, where he was originally at, and as a result, he will show us the path he is going to take to get there. Fortunately, Idiot is being an idiot, and he is taking his sweet time. He's thinking, oh, there we go, okay. So he is heading this way. So let's take a look at this. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Nope, stop it. I just wanted to pause. I need the idiot back. I need my idiot. Excuse me, idiot. What is happening? Pause the game. Okay, we got our idiot here. And he is gonna walk up through here. So he's gonna go through our rocks, because remember, our rocks do not have physicality to them. And then he's walking along the mountainside here, and he's literally going to go across the edge of the cliff, back over this direction so that he can make his way into there, into Eastwash, and then he'll make his way all the way through Eastwash, back into Brightwood, where he is trying to turn in this quest right here. But what this tells us, though, is that we haven't really, like, created a barrier to get across the landscape here. I don't want people walking through here. So, as such, we're then going to grab our chasm terrain, and I'm going to put the chasm kind of all the way across here so there's not a walk path. Now, as you can see, the result is we're putting water back in here, which we do not want. So I'm going to grab my desert, and I'm going to push it, this bump, kind of back this way, making sure not to connect with, you know, other portions across the chasm here. So as long as there's chasm here, players won't be able to cross it, even though this looks like it should totally be crossable. So we're going to grab our idiot once more. I'm going to place him back here. We're going to press play, and now, ooh, he's actually, okay, so because we closed that off, we've made an accomplishment here. Because we've closed that off, he can't walk that way, so his only way to travel now is to head into the town here, head all the way up to the airship depot, and then he's going to ride the airship back away across, which is what we want to happen. That's how we want this broken apart. Now, with that in mind, if I put him over here, let's say, I'm going to place him, let's say right by this rock. We'll hit play again, okay? We can see now the path here still crosses through this rock, so we don't want this to be passable either. So there's a couple things we could do. We could create chasm here, but if we create chasm, what ends up happening, if I change the landscape, I found that it will potentially destroy all of my rocks I put in here when I did some testing earlier. So what we're going to do instead, by going to paths, we're going to go into fences, or walls rather. We're going to zoom in here to where we find out the edge of the chasm, because there's a chasm in here somewhere. I think this is chasm. Yeah, so it won't let me build here. We know that. So there's chasm in there that's unpassable. There's also this mountain up here that's impassable. So if I go like this, and I'm going to place this wall, say, right to where it lets me build it. Come on, come on. Right about there is the threshold. So we're going to put that there. And then from this one, I'm going to do the same thing going this direction. So you can see where it starts to turn red here. That's the edge of the chasm. So if I click right there, like that, now there's a wall in here that should make it so that the players will have to path around it. So we're going to grab our friend here again, press play. So now you can see he's actually going to path back to the path here. He's going to go all the way up around, because again, there's chasm inside where these rocks are. So it's untraversable. He's going to follow the path, because players will always follow a path if they can. It's going to loop back around this way, and then he's going to come up and across here. Now here, I'm okay with them crossing, because there has to be some accessibility. Otherwise, this is kind of dead space here, and they wouldn't be able to access it unless they came in through this way, which is open as well. I just don't have a path there. But anyways, he's going to go up all the way around here toward the rock wall here. Now, I don't want him to pass the rock wall here, so we'll end up putting a fence in here as well. So let's go ahead and pause again. And then inside here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way up to the rock here. Nope, that's already untraversable. So we'll go right to the edge about there. And then from here, this one's nice and easy. We can just have the wall kind of go through the middle of this like so. Kind of go maybe, yeah, let's try and go down to here so that we can loop it through this one, up through here. I'm just checking, I'm taking it out of the rock every so often to just kind of make sure we're good. And then probably from there, oop, maybe not there exactly, but right about there, kind of go up to the edge of the building here. So now there's a wall all the way across here, and we'll just have to put some rocks here to cover that up. We'll put some rocks here to cover that up. So in doing that, let's look at our guy once more. Press play again. He's gonna path all the way around here. And now, ooh, now it's actually faster for him to go this way, down around through here. So that's still okay. I have this intentionally connected as walking path, but I don't want him to pass through these rocks. So again, we will take a wall here and just kind of place it inside the rocks and kind of to there. Okay, let's go ahead and pause this. We'll move him one more time to there, hit play. And now, yeah, now you'll see he's actually going around the rock, kind of, not quite. I probably could have put it closer to the edge, but I think that's acceptable for the time being. The rocks in here, we don't have to worry about a wall because those are inside of a chasm, so it's already a dividing barrier that the players can't walk through. All right, so we've created necessary barriers here to start with. What we'll do is we'll add a little bit more through this spot here. So let's go back to our walls. Let's kind of start one. What is it snapping to? Oh, it's snapping over here. That's annoying. Stop snapping. Okay, we'll go there. And then we'll go intersects building. I don't think so. What building is it intersecting? Okay, well then we'll just start here. And we'll kind of really go around the edge here. So that way it doesn't collide with other stuff. I'm gonna go to there, 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 there. Kind of just create an actual like enclosure here, kind of. And then we can go snap at the end here, and it should connect. All right. Now we got a fence totally on the inside of this. That should prevent anybody passing through that pile of rocks. Where has our idiot gone? I don't know where idiot is. I was gonna help them get back. I was gonna put them back in Brightwood myself manually, but he's not up at the air depot yet. Where's he at? Check the paths. Where's he? Is he in the city or is he out here somewhere? Oh, they're on their own now, I guess. Can I find idiot? Can I search for a subscriber or not? Only if I favored them. I don't think I favorited my idiot. Well, darn. Maybe he logged out. Maybe he's not an idiot after all. All right. Well, let's continue playing. Upgrade. Yes, let's do an upgrade. Let's continue into the world of hugs because hugs are always a great thing. Let's go back over here real quick and just double check on some. Wait a second. What the heck is this? Royal, what the heck have you been doing? And why are there so many people here piled up? And also, when did you have time to build all of this? What is going on here? Alright, so actually, in reality, the goal here was to have these guys, like, you were supposed to be there, you were supposed to be there, you were, like, supposed to be attached to carts, but apparently it won't let you keep things in the mountain pass? See, now they're, like, running away. Where are you going? Why are you moving so far? No, stay there. It's like the game won't let them live in the mountain pass. Okay, well, yeah, now it's coming way over here. Well, failure. Okay, maybe if I reorient this just a little bit, I'll just move this cart like there, because I want there to be a line of carts trying to cross the border. And maybe I just have, yeah, you can stay, I don't know who you are. You can go there. You're working as a caravan guard. You might just have to get deleted. Sorry, goodbye. And then there's like a bandit. He was supposed to be like a guard too, like for the guy, the wizard. That's his cart. It's the wizard's cart. This is what's pulling the cart. You stay there, please. And then you, yeah. Can we all just agree that there's too much moving around going on? Can we just come to that conclusion right now, everyone? Can we stop? Can we just chill for a second? All right. Well, I guess we'll just ignore this for the time being. Oh, I don't want this cactus here. Let's get rid of that. All right. And then we need to fill in these gaps where there's a thing that, you know, fence. That's what it's called. It's called a fence. You need to get the right rocks. You need to make the rocks a little bigger. Oh, I should just do the flipsy doozy here. Whoop. And then we'll go upsy daisy. Go like that, and then I shrink it. Nope, that's not working either. If I line this up vertically, does it change? It does change a little bit when you grow it. So let's go down and then grow until they're about even, like that. Good. Okay, that covers up most of it. And then what I can do is I can reflip this. Nope, wrong thing. There we go. Simple move, and we're just gonna simple move it into there. Let's drop it and enlarge it like that. There we go. And then we'll just double check this side. That looks acceptable. I don't see a fence. That's all I really care about. Oh, let's put something on top here just so there's some dimension to this. Maybe I can, yeah, let's merge portions of these. Kind of put a big one on the end here. Yeah, there we go. Acceptable. And then we just need to do one here. Kind of do the same thing, only we'll just utilize these because these aren't very tall and thick like these ones here. Kind of keep the same theme. Shrink this one and hide the rest of the fence pretty simply. Ooh, sync that so it's not sticking out too far. Does that still cover our fence? It still does. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we got two impassable sections here, and then as far as the what is this, path? That's what it's called. Path. I want to. Is this kind of sloped? So let's grab terrain, and I just want to bring slope out so it's not still kind of severe. Let's see. I don't want to delete the rocks accidentally. Yeah, so we'll go like that. We'll grab a path, and what I want to do is some of these paths is like, because this is like a sand dune, I want it to feel like the sand is moving around constantly and potentially covering up parts of the path. So I'm gonna have this kind of go like this a little bit. We'll have it end, and then we'll just have like little gaps in it, kind of where it's like, you know, parts of the path are covered up with sand, different times of the year, whatever, depending on what wind is like. With rocks that are formed like this is clearly an area with a lot of wind. That's going to be the main form of erosion. So we'll kind of make it seem like portions of this get covered up. So we'll go like that. And then I actually want a connection here because it makes sense that we've got a gate here. So I need to carefully connect these. Yeah, that's acceptable. And then I'll kind of do the same thing where, like, you know, path here kind of merges up to there like so. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I don't think it'll let me build. Yeah, it won't let me go underneath the building right now. I'd have to completely take the building away, put the path in, rebuild the building over the top, and I just don't want to do that. So that's it. And then so what this in theory is going to do is players will kind of still follow path to path, I'm hoping. But we kind of give it the effect of like they're going to have to walk across portions of desert. And then over here, I want there to be paths kind of going to this tower. So like there's accessibility to this tower via the paths seen. Or, let's see, they're going to take a path usually as a favored way of getting somewhere. So if they're trying to get in here, in theory, they might go around this way and do that. They might also go around this way into here. So if I put no path here, they might not favor this. And the first time they ever walk around here, they're actually going to take the Zeppelin. So I'm going to have to send them back over here for something anyways. Going to take some thought. Anyways, we're going to move on over here. And what I want to do is, yeah, there's kind of a little bit of a ridge here. So I'm going to kind of eyeball this. Yeah, let's do that, and then we will rehash the path here, like so. So it's again like there's portions that are covered up, and then let's see this. Ooh, that actually connects down in there. Let's have this stretch a little further, and then we'll kind of have this one divide up and go this way, because I would like to encourage them to walk certain areas, but I also don't want there to be like ant lines where they just kind of pick the shortest route between two locations and they end up walking through certain things. So I'll probably put some fences in a lot of these scenery pieces as well. But yeah, they'll come over across there, and then this can all just be sand. We might attach, well, not might, but I want to attach some quests to these towers. So go like that for now. We have been playing, I need to play faster. I need to get money. Please give me the monies. All right, so I got a little bit of money. I can make some NPCs. What I want to do is put another person in, as in one of you lovely subscribers. Well, no, that's the wrong thing. I want NPCs. We're gonna go. We'll make. Well, I'll make this a quest giver. It's gonna be expensive, but that's okay. All right, so we'll grab a fighter of Zephyr, and we're gonna put him right here as a quest giver. Oh man, he's moving so lightning fast. And this monster tamer Bloba. No, not Blobas, just Bloba, thank you, that's all. Alright, Monster Tamer Bloba, he's gonna be here at this location. This is his little shack, or not shack, but shop, and what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna build anything onto it yet, in terms of long term, but I would like to add a flight path here, and I did notice there is a new flight path available. In the last update, I'm assuming, it's an owl. I thought that was pretty cool, yeah. Cool little owl that just kind of hangs out in a tree. I thought the tree aesthetic fit this location right now, as well as the grass that was utilized around it. That asset of the grass is similar to actually it's pretty much the same grass I used for an asset. So I thought it fit aesthetically. I'm going to put one of these here. We're not going to do. Ooh, that shifts the earth quite a bit. Oh, you know what I bet is the issue is this is considered. No, I don't want to do that. This is considered like a building, so it probably won't, yeah, it won't let me put it inside of this building, but I think I might be able to pull this off. If I go like this, and I deconstruct that, now it's gonna shift a lot of things around, but that's okay. If I move this now inside to where it would have been inside the building structure, maybe I position it kind of like that. Does get funky with the sand. I probably want to future-proof this too. If I future-proof it, then I'm probably gonna have to put an additional one in here. So let's build another one, and then we'll move this one, yeah, kind of into the corners if it was right there. Now, fingers crossed. I don't know if this is gonna work, but if I go and add the buildings back in, yeah, there we go. That's what we want right there. Perfect. Can I, let's see. I'm wondering if I can just use this to effectively flatten more of this out. And we could probably get rid of portions of the fence there now. Did this mess up my trees over here? Kinda, sorta, but it's... Actually, that's not terrible. I like that. I got the walkway to end right there anyways. All right, let's go ahead and pause it, because for some reason I have $14,000. What happened? What happened? Oh, wait, I know. A new day happened, and everyone's subscriptions were due, and therefore I made all the monies. Okay, well, that's good. Let's just go regular speed now that I got a bunch of cash. All right, what I'm going to do with this fence is let's just get rid of the whole fence that I put there, and then I'll put a new one in. Intersects building, okay. Yeah, there we go. We'll do that like so. So now we still got a fence here. So Monster Tamer Bloba, you have a little flight path area here. That's going to be your business. And to go along with your name, you're going to have just a couple little pals with you. Let's say he's got a pet wolf. You've got a pet wolf. I think that's a cool thing to have. And of course, you've got a topazosaur, because you've basically got your own zoo here. Oh, I know, actually. Let's do this. I got a better idea. We're gonna get rid of this guy, and this will just be another way we add a quest. We'll add a quest giver topazosaur. It's not a talking topazosaur. We'll just say this topazosaur has some issues, and Monster Chamber Bloba, he wants you to help him with his topazosaur's issues. Maybe he's got a thorn stuck in his toe or something. We'll figure out the quest later on, but it's a good start, I think. I like the way this looks now. So now we have some flight paths too that we can utilize later on for literally what any reason we want. We can have it probably even just fly over here to Brightwood if we felt compelled to do so. Datsy the Wise. No, not Datsy the Wise. We're just going to call this Datsy. This will just be Datsy. And then this is Squire, not Squire Aphid. We'll just call this Aphid. Aphid the Wolf and Datsy the Topazosaur. Oh no, I don't add an extra A. Excellent. All right, so we're starting to get some shops and things. Now, we want to add, we need some trainers in here for sure. I know I already have a Fighter of Zephyr trainer. Let's go ahead and add in, say, a Paladin trainer who can hang out at this shop. Oh, I didn't add him. There we go. We'll add an Angari Ranger trainer here as well. And then the Wizard trainer we'll put kind of across the street here by our potion shop. I think is always a good spot to have the Wizard trainer. We want to make sure there's trainers in this zone though, because players have either just reached level 4 before coming here, maybe they didn't go to a trainer before coming to this zone, but level 4 they're going to need a trainer because there are new abilities that they will end up learning at that level. Which brings up the valid point now of, do we add those abilities in currently, right now, or do we wait until players get higher level? I think I'm going to wait until somebody hits level 4. Right now, oh, wrong one, this one. Right now we still only have the one player at level 3, so maybe I'll let this play at medium speed. Just so, 1, we're making cash, and 2, we actively continue to have people level. Now, people are going to level slower now because we did enable parties again. Oh, we seem to have run into an issue over here actually in Brightwood, where people who are spawning here that are dead are not able to get to where they're trying to go, and they can't path accordingly. Or pathing okay here. Oh, this is interesting. I wonder if this is too close to the fence. Can I move it without disrupting too much? That respawn point. If I move somebody, oh, if I move them, they actually just come back to life. All right, well, we'll just shift them over from now. Let's keep an eye on that, because they should be able to walk back here. It's not like anything's really restricted. They can walk across here. I do not know. All right, we'll keep an eye on things like that. It's a little strange. All right, another thing I want to start working on here is kind of our airship depot construction site. So I'm going to wait. This airship's going to come in here and dock, and then I'm going to use it to kind of as a reference. So I'm going to grab the ship asset, kind of rotate it so that it's next to the airship here. And all I really want to do is compare the size of these. So the airship's a little narrower, so I want to make it a little bit more applicable to the same size. That's actually pretty close. How is it depth-wise? Close. They're not exactly the same shape, but I think, yeah, that's acceptable, I think. I'm gonna keep it there. Let's go back to simple move now that we got the right size. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick this over here, kind of position it sort of in the right spot, at least to start. And then we'll float it out here, orient it this way, and then yeah, maybe we bring it out just slightly, and then we're gonna drop it a bit. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and place that there. Now that was like 0.9 on size. I know this is a shipwreck asset, but it doesn't have like anything dirty on it. It's pretty clean. It looks like it could be something in the process of being built the same way it could be something in the process of rotting. So let's grab the back, and then kind of same thing. We'll just kind of stick it there for now. Let's bring it out, down, rotate, close, no cigar. Let's go ahead and shrink it down to mid 9 maybe. Let's go low 9. There we go. All right, we'll kind of line this up. Now the airships are not really that big lengthwise. I don't have one close by anymore. Yeah, they're not super long. So like I don't need to add the middle sections of the shipwreck asset. I think that's, well, maybe we could. Let's back this up just a smidge. I think I do need to shrink it slightly so they're lined up looking about the same size. Yep. Okay, so let's do that for now. And then let's just take a look at this side piece. Maybe I can have like one side piece on it to start with. So we'll go like that. Shrink it down. Yeah, we'll kind of go like that. That's doable. And then we can kind of leave it semi-disconnected on this side, still being assembled. I like that though. That's a good, really good start. The nice thing is too, we don't have to add anything in here because it's, you know, it's a work in progress. Currently in this shipbuilding yard. And then we'll grab the ladders like I've done to make bridges before. And I want to put, this is gonna be tough to get in here a little bit, but kind of go into here. Oh, didn't want to do that. Let's go spec some move. Line this up first. Like that. Then we'll go down. I'm gonna need two of them anyway to go across. I'll just shrink this a little bit. Line them up as much as possible. And then let's go ahead and back it up too. And then we should be able to put the next one just kind of lined up right on top. Yeah, and that's kind of comfortably on the other side. Resting, place that. And then we can actually, maybe on the other side here, let's go line to surface. Gonna go from here. Maybe not completely lined up because I don't want to get in the way of the bridge, essentially. There we go. Yeah, that works. Or maybe we go other side. Let's bring this back up scaled to 1. Put that up like that. As if somebody is using that to get up to the side to work on it a little bit. All right, and then we need to add some major supports. So I'm going to use the shipwreck masts like I have. And the question is, do I want to come out of... Ooh, I could just kind of make a big beam across. Kind of go tiered up a little bit like that. Lower it and then kind of tilt this up a little more. So go like that and then we can place another one. So now we got support sections, so everyone hang on real tight because we're gonna zip on through some supports here. So we'll put some chains in. We're gonna make these probably bigger than scale 1, I would think. Probably a size that's gonna need only about 2 of them to reach down and connect, so... Alright, I think that's a pretty good start to what we got going here for a shipyard. I'll probably detail out some things as we go, as we usually do, but I think this is a good start. Like, this is where the airships are built, and then once they're finished, they inflate the little balloon over the top of it, and they kind of, break a bottle over the hull and say, "Oh, go on your way," and whatnot. All right, something else I want to start detailing is this kind of corner of this region. I was about to say corner of the world, but this is a very small corner of the world. Do want some more modular buildings. We'll put a couple down. Kind of move the first one here-ish. I'm gonna delete this rock. I don't think I want it there. And then as far as the way this is oriented, kind of go... I want to make a bigger opening. Probably about right. And then let's take this one. Where will it let me move it to? There-ish. This might get complex with the way the ground shifts up and down. Not sure how big this is going to let me go. I think that is probably about as high as I want this. Now, if I continue to build here. Okay, that should even out the heights. That's good. That nice and flat in between is what I want. Okay, so that's the limit on that size. So we'll have to put another one down. I'll line these up. So I want them to feel like they're the same building almost. Probably should have had these connect in the back. So let's maybe... gonna play a little game of Snake here. Like that. That's what we want. Okay. Now the reason for this, because I want to create a prison complex, basically. Kind of put some scenery items in the way here too, so it feels like there's a little bit longer of a trek to get in here. But yeah, I wanted like a prison fortress out in the desert. And then what I wanted to do is actually kind of utilize some of these cacti to make it as if there's like a secondary kind of perimeter line. So you got the walls. We'll put like a gates of some kind here. This is like the main prison. And then we'll kind of add in like maybe sort of like a labyrinth of cacti in a way if we can. Maybe I can utilize these big balls as kind of centralized spots for it without being too big of eyesores. Because again, compared to player size, like yeah, that's pretty huge actually. So size 2 on these is actually pretty good. So kind of utilize these to make my central points here. Let's say there. Alright, I'm going to take a second to pause here since I've created a monstrosity of cactuses thus far, and we're going to do another little upgrade, and I think, let's see, let's go back into fluff. Last time I did hugs, so we'll do more fluff, and then we'll start to spread the love a little bit more the next time we do that. So all I'm trying to do now at this point, I think, is kind of cover up the fences that I've put in here. The fences obviously being mostly for players to avoid, you know, crossing into areas that I don't really want them to go to. Don't want to lose too much of this. I'm not too worried about how this looks from up tall, but you know, if this from a game design standpoint, I want to make sure I cover up the walls that I'm building in here. So what we can do is we can shrink these down and just kind of start to throw cactuses in here, crisscrossing more. Mess with the size a little bit just to make sure we're covering up spaces. And like for something like this, you can just very easily rotate one out this way. Same thing here. Rotate out. Maybe drop it a little bit. And snug it up. Boom. Here, let's change the size so we don't have too much repetitiveness. Good. Okay, so we got a fence in there. There was another spot, yeah, right here. That looks okay. Right here, we're gonna go and cover this up. And then this is pretty dense here, so I think what I'll do is kind of cheat the system slightly. I'll put another one in the same spot. And then we'll drop it laterally. Move that up a little bit. And we want to find a size of cactus that's just going to kind of completely overcome the fence. So we're not sticking out too much over here. Get this way. And then just kind of double check other angles. Still kind of there. Sink it that way so it collides with that cactus. Double check over here. Oh, yep. So now we're high. Blue rotation, got it there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so we'll kind of scare. Oh, there's a spot here too. Oh, and this round one, let's cover up the ground a little bit. There we go. So I'm just mixing up also which cactus type I use, whether it's the one prong, two prong, or three prong. I think it just kind of helps. The more you just kind of keep switching off, the more variability there is. Makes it look like things aren't, you know, created by a person as much as they're just random instances of nature. So kind of make this look like it's growing out from this end. So go like that. I think we'll scale it. Drop it. That kind of overhangs a little bit, but that's okay. Change the axis. So get that arm to kind of grow out that way. There we go. And I like the idea of there being like, you know, denser pots of cactus, less dense pots. So we'll kind of keep it light here and then dense, and then it kind of lightens up and then it gets dense so that it looks and feels a little more natural. And then we're looking at the prison from the front. It's like there's a giant cactus forest around it. We'll kind of add in a few things here out front. That, make sure some of these don't look too awkward. And then I wanted to create kind of a wall here too, I think. So we'll hug this. Actually, that's really close to the building. I like that. So we'll go like that, and then we'll cut through this spot right here. And I'm wondering if I go snap to wall, there should be a wall in here. Yeah, I can snap onto there. So we'll find an angle that works, kind of like there. And that's kind of covered up. Grab this piece. And then we could probably get away with like one piece here, kind of. Let's grab a 3-prong one. I'm gonna sink it, shrink it, rotate it. Like so. It's almost good enough. Let's grab this one, sink it. Bada bing, bada boom. And then there's one spot there, which is easy. go really small, line it up center, and then we'll just very slowly scale it till it covers, like so. Okay. So the idea is that there's a prison, but then, you know, if you escape, you still got to get past all the wall of cactus. If you go out the front here, you know, I will have more blocking this portion, because I want it to feel like you can't just see the city, and then vice versa. If you're in the city, I don't want you to feel like you can just necessarily see the prison. You'd see like this fortress of cactus, I think, is the goal. Well, everyone, I think we have done enough good work for the day before this episode gets way too long. But before we go, it is that time once again where we've got to start thinking about the future a little bit and where we're going to head into next. Not that Zephyr is done yet, but I want to give us a couple episodes of buffer to have everyone start thinking about where we should aim to go to next as far as regions. We're going to leave the last 2 regions that did not get voted on as the winner last time in the pool. So we've got this first one over here. This is known as West Shore. It will probably get its name changed, but we're going to keep it kind of a meadowy plains look to it. So that's going to be option number 1 again. We're going to keep option number 2 here as our kind of coastal region, which is going to go south of Eastwash. And then the third one we're going to add in is a mountainous region. So we're going to think a mountain pass is going to be the goal here. Now, I have not named these at all in my head yet, but I want everyone to start thinking about region number 1 here. And what I'm going to do here is give you a little teaser. So each one of these is going to have a kind of a different quest line that's going to kind of orient its way that direction, or at least a story that I'm going to kind of evolve into with each one. So over here on the west side in this meadows region, we're going to kind of make the mysterious legend of the old gods is going to kind of arise over here, and there's going to be some stuff not related to the Empire, not related to stuff we've gone through so far, but some stories, legends, mystery in that sense as far as the origins of the world in which we're building. And then option number 2 down here, this is actually going to be a coastal region that has a giant war port, and it's going to be part of Angalore. Now, Angalore being the home region of the Angari. This is not the actual central location of the Angari Empire, but it is a piece of it. We're going to put a coastal kind of port on it, as well as some other things going on with the mystery that involves the Angari faction. And then over here up top in the mountainous region, this is going to be a dangerous mountain pass. We'll kind of create the same way we did this kind of up and downy region with the desert. I want to do the same thing, but we're going to use the mountains. We're going to create a mountain pass, and this is going to involve the kind of main quest line, that road to Valkyrin, that main city that we're going to build someday in the future. I promise it'll happen at some point, but this will kind of be that way. So do you want to know more about the lore of the Angari? Do you want to know about the old gods, or do you want to know about the main city, the Empire, and kind of our main quest overall? So we'll label them again. Option number 1 to the west of Eastwash and Zephyr, option number 2 to the south of Eastwash, and option number 3, the dangerous mountain pass, will be to the north of Zephyr. I'm going to leave a straw poll in the description of this video and probably the next couple of videos. Go ahead and vote on it. I would like to know your feedback. I want you guys to be involved in this decision and see where we go and do next. And until next time, I'm Kyle. This has been that one playthrough of MMORPG Tycoon 2, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a wonderful day.